Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture in series of machine learning. Today we are going to discuss about the Bayes theorem. But before moving towards the Bayes theorem, we first need to understand what is conditional probability. So let's understand what is conditional probability. Then we're going to discuss Bayes theorem with the help of an example also. So as the name is conditional probability. So the name itself suggests that some conditions are involved in it, right? Conditional probability is known as a possibility of an event or outcome happening based on the existence of some previous event or outcomes. That means we will find the possibility of happening some event when we already have the some previous event related to that particular event, right? So let's understand this point with like this. Suppose we have two events, event A and event B, associated with some random experiment. So what can be the random experiment? Random experiment like tossing two coins or throwing two dices, right? This is one experiment, tossing two coins or throwing two dices. This is one random experiment, and there can be two events, event A and event B. So we can see as there is experiment is one and we have two events. So the probability of occurrence of any event A when another event B in relation to A has already occurred is known as conditional probability. So when some event A, when for some event A, we are finding a probability of occurrence and it is already in a relationship with the event B, right? So if the event A is in relation with event B and we have to find the probability of occurrence of event A, जहाँ पे मुझे event B की बारे में knowledge होगी, right? But I don't have any knowledge. But I don't have any knowledge about A. So, and we have to find the probability of occurrence of event A. So it is depicted by probability of A given that B, or we can also say it as probability of A, occurrence of A when B has already occurred, right? So the formula for conditional probability can be written as probability of event A when B has already occurred is equals to probability of event A intersection B divided by the probability of B. So we have given the explanation here also. As you can see, in a space, there is two events, A and B, and there is one intersection area, a common area present over here. So with this, for this common area, we can write A intersection B, and we can to find the conditional probability, we can use this formula, right? Now we have some basic knowledge of conditional probability. Now it is easy for us to understand the Bayes theorem. We're going to use this in our Bayes theorem as well, right? So Bayes theorem describe how the conditional probability of an event or hypothesis can be computed using evidence and prior knowledge, right? So here we are, what we are doing, we are describing ki how the conditional probability किसी event या hypothesis के लिए compute करा जा रहा है when we have some prior knowledge of any evidence. We have so many evidence, and one for we are finding for which we are finding that for to this we are calling hypothesis, right? So Bayes theorem को हम कह रहे हैं, it's also known as Bayes rule, probability of with uncertain. So here we are finding the probability of any event जहाँ पे हमें complete knowledge नहीं है. We have some uncertainty and uncertain knowledge about that particular problem, right? So it is a way to calculate the value of PBA with the knowledge of PAB, right? So PAB probability of A when B is given. So with this, we can calculate the probability of B when A is given. How? Let's discuss this. And if we see that conditional probability formula with that is PA intersection PA given B is equals to PA intersection B upon PB. So PA intersection B can be written as P probability of B when A is given into probability of A. It shows the simple relationship between the joint and conditional probability, right? Bayes theorem can be derived using the product rule and conditional probability of event A with known event B. That is what we have discussed, right? That is a product rule. It is what we are deriving here. We are derived using how we are deriving the Bayes theorem using product rule and conditional probability of some event A with known event B. So as it's a relationship with the joint conditional measure जो calculate करता है probability किसी भी event A का जब same time पे कोई event B होगा, right? So here we are talking about joint when A is happening at the same time B is happening. So वो क्या हो सकता है? That can be PA intersection B. That is a joint probability. And conditional probability क्या होगा? Probability का means यही जो अभी हमने find किया कि finding probability किसी भी event A की जब probability of occurrence of event B जिसके साथ relation में है वो हमें given हो, right? In this formula, PAB probability A when B is given is known as serial probability, and probability of A is known as called prior probability. This one is the best probability based on current knowledge before having any experiment, right? PA, and PB is called marginal probability. Let's discuss this thing with one example. So this is an example. Try it on your own if you know this. If you have understood this, so you can try it on your own also. From a standard deck of playing card, a single card is drawn. The probability that the card is a king is 4 by 52. Then calculate posterior probability, P, probability of king, when face is given, which means the drawn card is a king card. So what we have to find? We have to find P, king, given face card, right? Which means drawn face, जो हम pick कर रहे हैं face card, वो एक king card हो, right? तो हमें ये probability निकालनी है. And as we know, total number of 52 cards are there, and in which 4 cards are a king card, right? The probability that a card is a king, इसकी probability क्या हो सकती है कि जो card हम निकाल रहे हैं उसकी probability 4 by 52 ही होगी क्योंकि king cards 4 है हमारे पास और total number of cards 52. तो हमें posterior probability निकालनी है, and we know everything here, probability of a king upon probability of face card, right? So what we have discussed, the formula is this. So for finding the posterior probability, we first have to find the probability of the king. What is the probability of the king card? We have total number of 4 cards out of 52 cards, so probability is 1 by 13. And what is the probability of face card? As we know, there are 4 face cards for 4 for king and 4 for queen and 4 for jack. So card out of 52 cards is 12 by 52, that is 3 by 13. What is 1? How? Actually, the from all the king cards, if we are picking up any card out of 4 cards, if we pick any card, then that is obviously a face card itself. क्योंकि जितने भी king cards हैं, वो face cards तो है. So क्या होगा? उसकी probability 1 होगी. क्योंकि जितने भी हम जितने total number of face cards में से अगर हम king cards draw करेंगे, that is मतलब हर king card face card, and we'll expect 13. It is a probability that a face card is a king card. So I hope you have understood this example and even the Bayes theorem. If you have any problem, you can comment. Thanks for listening.